sealing them. Okay. Because there was some that I had before this that if I sealed them, I may not have had this problem. So I didn't think about it until, honestly, till it was just offered a deck of these cards. And I'm like, what do they mean? I thought they come like that, because the ones I was buying was just already, set with the seal when I was purchasing and when I first started out. So you got to remember, like, I'm purchasing these cards, and most of them was coming from Etsy, and they were already really expensive. So those seals were already offered on them. Now they're more expensive, and the seal is separate from it. Okay. Then they was offering it to you, but now because they need the money because of what they're doing in our economy and things like that, people needing that money. It's different. So there's someone off in y'all situation. I don't know what their aim is, but it's not to help you. It was never to help you. Even when you asked for help, nobody was trying to help you. Not then, not now, and probably not ever. Which is why somebody was like, don't go back. Because it's something about these people being damned. Okay. You know how the Children of the Dam movie was like, the kids was crazy. They was. It was like them kids from the Children of the Corn. So you got to remember what I'm talking about. So it's something about repairing a vehicle, but there's a divorce here. So somebody is upset because they have had a divorce from this person, and they need this person to help them. Okay, so I think that they were trying to get this person to fix a car. Yeah. So it's something about this person wants somebody to do something after they've left. So I'm just going into the cards because I'm finna seal these, and as I seal these, I'm going to go offline. Okay. Um, because these are about to get sealed up too. They're one of the ones that needs the sealing on the end, or they're just gonna, be tore up. So thank y'all for being patient. It's still a frenzy, just maybe not as long as my frenzies have been, because I'm not trying to stay on too long. So I'm going to shuffle. Somebody's going through some type of audit. This could be a business, something that happened with you in a business. This person is going through an audit, and there's all type of things being found out about this particular group of people, this particular business. It's being seen. I told you, from the bottom to the top, from the very high to the from the bottom up. These people are being looked at and scrutinized because they've been doing some shady dealings. And it's now in that unlawful energy, when this unlawful time, that the people who built and designed the group to keep the treaty going the way that they needed to keep this thing flowing, this person was trying to steal from a certain group of people here. This group was trying to steal from us. I mean, it don't rub off with me over here. I can't get it to come off. I don't have to paint it on. It gets darker. You know what I'm saying? So I give you all the thoughts in my head, but what are you gonna do with them when once they're fed to you? I can regenerate them. What can you do? So somebody's out here like, I can do what you can do better. Okay, so something about something being renovated here. There's some type of renovations going on. I think that this could be a building. I'm not playing. It's something about you building a home, or something about a home. This could be something about a home. This could be somebody took it. Somebody is It's something about that fraud that happens, the real estate stuff. So it's something going on here. Somebody also could be something about hospitalization. I told you I did hear it. I just heard it again while my phone clicked off, and I was like, I think I just heard that, and it was. Um, on in one of those videos, spiritual CCTV, it was something similar to that, but it was mainly associated to that, broken off from it or something. It was weird. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like it could be somebody that I've been weirdly picking up, but not for nobody that I know. I would not hold, and I'm not receiving nothing. They got it dressed up. Spirit said they got the spirit. The spirit said they dressed up with the sickness. They look good. But I told you though, I already told y'all this. I told you they look good. But it's a meat suit, yo. It's a meat suit. They taking people down in it. These people are targeting other people and then telling people to pay them. It's like some type of blackmail or scandal. I'ma tell your people if you tell them that I gave you this. I'ma let them know that they was using these things. They was using them, the meat suit people. That's why they really taking them out. This is what spirit is definitely in the background showing you. They got these diseases because they've been used. The meat suits are being used to take men because you don't know they got it until they start deteriorating. They ain't got the money to keep that up. That's also another thing you're gonna hear. They're gonna have a lot of money for medical expenses to keep this stuff from deteriorating their body. They gotta go through a lot. So these people might be in some type of grief. Yeah, these people are under some type of attack. I'm not playing. I don't care nothing about no nails, no fingernails. I'm taking them all off today. I'm serious. I might put that back because it's only one. But they all here on this hand. So I'm just chilling. So somebody here is not feeling well because they didn't read the fine print when they married this person or something. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I know you listen. Somebody didn't read the fine print when they got married to this person. This person said, "Nah, I told you this. I told you that. I blah blah this. I blah blah." And they probably did tell them all of that. They didn't care. These people was up under some type of spiritual ritual and was wondering why they could see when you have those things, those come up in the test. They got to test you from the root to the with those tests that you do. Like say you are low grading and you have that shit, right? When you go through a surgery, they drain you, child, and they test all of that, and they gotta come tell you all type of stuff if that was true. But they gotta test you before, after, during. You know what I'm saying? So I died during, I died Jesus during. So hopefully they didn't get nobody blood inside of nobody, and that's why you got something, because that could be happening. Maybe somebody did, okay, and didn't know. Maybe they tested it and their test was faulty, but because they gave you blood at this time, and then they're trying not to send you this money, somebody stole it. Oh, they could have had a bad batch of blood when you was doing your surgery. And some of y'all could have been affected by it. Now it's starting to show because it was too low grade when they tested it. They probably wasn't testing properly. Like, this is scary. This is why they trying to take people up out of here, is what I'm saying. This is real. This is something new. I don't know. So sometimes I hear people stuff, but that ain't had nothing to do with this damn blood and testing low. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he talking about, whatever he said is not the same in the name of the Father. I was just fed something different, Jesus. That's scary. And these businesses are not, they not telling, or I mean, I'm reading them. Okay. So this is like some type of doubt here. They're these people are maybe now on a tight budget, whoever this group of people was that practiced out of this place, and maybe they took a hit when you said something, but something else came up after going off into these paperworks. They were trying to hide lawsuits and covering up why people caught stuff, and was just blaming on people, saying that their sexual habits was wrong, but they was testing his blood wrong for people they were doing surgery on in this particular place. And everybody who particularly had a surgery during these certain years or whatever, they was getting this blood from this one place. Maybe it was the Red Cross or something. So I don't know. Something tested too low is what I'm hearing, or somebody need to test their blood a little bit better. Y'all need more testing kits or something better kits, because people may have taken this. Also could span somebody testing kit was faulty and they tested. That's why you got to buy more than one. You know what I'm saying? I would. I'm sorry. They be trying to say they are, pretty much, if it says what it says, that's, you want something to back it up. That's why you should just go to bed together and do it in a hospital. You can. Sometimes they allow it. They used to. I don't know if they do now, still on your insurance. I try to tell the little kiddies to be safe. Be safe, be safe, okay? Don't be taking yourself up out of here. Somebody could be facing eviction because they could have put something on you. Yeah, they could have been asking spirits to definitely tell you, okay, tell you to get out. And Spirit said, no, they pushed you into a renew. I see you. You could ask y'all questions at any time. Y'all know I don't really answer until it's over, but I'm on a rant today, or just I'm doing a little lives like this because I'm still in my cars and it's my birthday. Okay, so I'm just chilling back and then coming on here and still kind of hanging out with y'all. I was in there looking at my little grandbaby, and I think she might be getting to go and getting out of here to go hang out and do whatever her thingy thing is today. So I don't know. She's just tearful and happy every time I say or do something with her. She's very bright. I like her. So pray for us. You know what I'm saying? We are a decent family. Everybody has their problems, but when you're too beautiful and you definitely push this energy upon your children, and people can feel that good, innocent feeling from your children, they they don't understand. I had to be a protector. So you can come at me and call me whatever you want to. I've always been kind of like a single mom while niggas out here trying to vex me with that F that B and she that B and that D and whoever this was. I don't know. I'm not saying my baby daddy's dead or not, you know. But there could have been some weirdos who came and kind of was trying to blame me for stuff that I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I know you a liar. And I can prove it. And this person thought that they had me so far gone, like they had me, in a space to where they was trying to push my mail to their house so they can change something. They was stealing from me. They was. They looked at my account and then started tapping something in their damn phone. And then next thing I know, that the next day I woke up, that I had something to my I had problems with my car, my seat belts. And I was like, "Are you serious? Is that nigga report me? Like, is you serious?" Because it did just come up out of nowhere. So I woke up in the middle of the night with my app disconnected, like, boom. And I looked at that shit like, what for? Like, what the hell? So I had to call them, and I'm trying to tell you that's the reason why I wasn't even going through that until I got around that person. I wasn't going through nothing until I got around that person. I think that person did something on purpose. And whatever that is, all them people in them churches or whatever he was tied to, I know it was churches. Cause I'm looking at it. I can see it. I can sense it. And what he was trying to get out of people. He was talking out loud. He was talking out loud like an idiot and think he didn't know who I was. Why he talking about he don't know if spirit told. I didn't give a damn. I said, I don't give a damn what spirit told you was. You an idiot. And I'm about to lose you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you got the same birthday as mine though. Crazy ass nigga. Out here trying to swap and switch off with a female and stuff. I don't know. This dude was on some wild stuff and just be weird, in the energy. So I vexed that. I send it back to the pits of hell from which it come because it's not mine to be held. I'm only to behold the king that comes in God. The prince is hell, the prince of peace, not of chaos. God don't go there with the liars. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't do nothing but fire. I will bring down that pillar. If you keep on playing, you got it. You better go bless the name of God instead of trying to bless me out. Because that's what they used to say instead of saying cursing. The old people used to say, bless you out. You better be glad, bless you out. They started making us say different stuff because they felt like the language. This is why I know that it was. Because I lived through it, idiots. I don't have to look that up. The hell. And then they be out here like we just retarded something. I don't know what it is, Jesus, but we supposed to be so retarded. It just we can't keep up, sir. I guess we supposed to be still that nigga from the hand that rocked the cradle. That's how they see us, cause they slow from where they come from, not knowing they up north, nigga. We go farther than when you niggas ever gone. So the energy changes. And there is a difference between the different niggas. But the niggas up north get fought harder because they're ambitious. These people migrated because they had ideas. There was these weird ass bitches kept chasing them down, following them, being up on their energy. That's who that Cherie weird ass bitch is. Her name not spelled like mine, but this bitch was always on my energy. It was weird as hell, y'all. I don't know who this bitch is, but it's a lot of weird motherfuckers I done ran to in my time, and I was always creating a language being different like that, which is why I told y'all my friend used to tell me she used to keep her mouth closed. Because every time she said something, it was like, she was like, bitches kept stealing. I'd be like, why you quiet so much, Mirror? I used to say their last name and shit. She used to be like, cuz they stealing. And she ain't say much because she was sucking on her damn fingers more than anything else. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't tell me who I am, and you don't get to tell me what to say and what not to say at all. You don't have that jurisdiction. I don't care if you are auntie or whoever you are, because somebody took that girl mama away from her. She used to tell me, and I used to converse back with her. And there was things I probably used to say that kind of had her knowing you are light energy. You're very generous and kind. So they held on to me until they started getting somebody else who was coming around. I guess they was a bubblier image than mine. You know what I'm saying? I was fading off of whatever had came and went. You know what I'm saying? I was waving at see you later while I walked down to Mr. Be some now laters and was hoping he couldn't count my whatever cents. You know what I'm saying? Because I might not have had it all. But every time I went back, I always gave him more because I wanted to stay straight with God. I knew he didn't have it all, or somebody didn't teach him enough. You feel me? And it was all love because we knew him and we loved him in the neighborhood. At least I did. I knew. And it was grown people coming, y'all know that all we doing. And I'm like, why don't y'all come in here and do that then? Stop being ignorant. Because I never did it. I would never stiffen or do nothing dirty like that. The language I use is from my time era of me being here from 77. Whenever it was done, how they gonna tell me I can't do or didn't remember or wasn't here for it? You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't use something that I was definitely in developing whatever it was before any of these people could even be thought of that might be using it. So there's a big push and a fight in our system, but right is right. And right is, I don't need no push of nothing. I'm creative, boo. Y'all see that over here. So thank y'all for the happy birthday wishes. Thank y'all for always listening, holding us down over here on IA. Just being, good scribers, maybe coming through saying hello. I hope that you are high vibing and you definitely bringing that into the room instead of like trying to bring us down with your comments in our chat rooms. Okay. Hello, daughter. Dusty. Y'all be on here. Y'all be on these sites, man. That's a generation. You millennial, right? You consider millennial right? Like you and Asia, and then Titi and you would be Zennials or Z. They Zennials, right? No, we Zennial. I'm a Zennial. I forget it's with an X and not the Z. They Zen generation, Gen Z. then it's millennial before y'all, and then it's us, the Zennials, the Generation X, and then the baby boomers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they understand. All these people are different though in the energy. They are, cause they all been through different stuff, and they don't
And I
even
think
be.
that's why they group it like that.
Yeah, they dusty child. They just, cause they all of their mindsets like that stuff where Trump come from. He messed up because he was spoiled, you know. So he just got to do whatever white people was allowed to do, and they don't care, you know. And they let him get away whatever, and that's not right. What he doing is to a massive amount of people. So I feel like, hmm, that's why I'm up here like still preaching like I was on SEIU with that little group of people. I'm not playing. They think that's a joke, like I'm making it up or something. I don't know. I think people think I be lying online. I don't know.
But he said,
What you got up for the day?
nothing. I just left work a little early. My fucking stomach was hurting. I
Yeah,
just
like
called my
mine
family.
probably gonna be doing if I keep eating them popsicles to try to get him from sincere eating them. Cause he come to, I swear he gonna mess him up. He gonna come and finish all. He finished up all the juice. I'm like, I had like a, you know how my coffee cup look. I had a half of that coffee cup, and I might have poured a little back on it, you know, after I drank so much of it. But that's not enough to be drinking a whole carton and another juice. He talking about other people was drinking. He just finished them up. And he dusty. He is. Cause he be doing some dusty stuff in that room. I don't know who he get that from, but it's reminding me of. I'm saying he do a lot of stuff like his brothers. He do. I don't know if Nice ever done no weird stuff like Sincere be doing. I've noticed the difference between all of y'all. It's just like being with y'all until y'all grown. Y'all niggas is all different for real. It's the features with them, you know, because they all Andre kids. They features kind of stand out, but yeah, outside of that, kids is all different. They all different and crazy in their own way. But they love Dusty. Cause you and Sarah Diaz do. So sure. Interesting. Like he got that old sumo stuff. What was that stuff he was turning us on to the? I don't know how long he been watching them damn people. I don't know. I remember him saying something about Naruto, but I remember Shirai watching these people thinking that they was his family members. For I was like, he's schizophrenic, so he might be crazy. They're my people. He started crying. He was watching something. I don't know what it was. You know, he be watching them little shows, them little y'all know the little things y'all be watching. I don't watch this stuff. What y'all call it, them little Chinese shows he be watching all the time.
Oh, the anime?
Yeah, he was watching one of those little stream, some little show he was watching, and he was like, "Yeah," and the mama. This is why I left his house, and the mama, she burnt up in it, but it was just sad. It was the way something. I was just looking at him because I got caught up on how the mama got burnt up in the house and wasn't nobody else there when I asked him who else lived, or did anybody? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, why you crying though, child? It was sentimental. I was like, who you gonna burn up in the house? I did. I asked him. He was like, "You crazy? You didn't just hear what I said." I said, "Yeah, it sounded like he tried to burn me up in the house."
He could have just been crying about the show.
I don't
Why
know
you
what he was
expecting?
crying for. I was sitting there. I was his mama with nowhere to go. He had been yelling at me about getting out of his house, right? But you over here crying about a lady burning, a mother crying up specifically in a house fire. Why are you crying though? And why are we talking about this? And I'm just like awkward right now with you because he was back and forth. I, was, I asked him all this in his face too. He was dusty. I don't even remember the responses. All I remember is my questions for real, most of the time. Unless the response was more, you know, heightened for me to remember that versus my question. So like remember remember I kept telling you to do something. I used this on my channel even sometime where I was telling you to pat your stomach or rub your head, but whatever I was saying, you was doing what I was saying, but you no, you was doing what I was doing, but you wasn't listening to what I was saying. Because whatever I was doing, as I was saying pat whatever or rub whatever, I don't even remember what motion it was, but as I was telling you this, you was doing the opposite. So your response was all of that was just good material. I don't even know where I got that from. I think it was you, and then you wind up proving it that you didn't that you didn't do it right. I think you came upstairs with that one, and we tried that theory out. I was like, "You dusty." I was like, "Let's see if it worked or something." And we did a lot of experimenting. I like when y'all came upstairs though, because Ananias, his dusty butt come up there and watch all the movies and catch up on the flicks. But some we watched, and this is what I remember with him. And I just was looking at him. He was like, "Yeah, we got to get out of here." I don't know what it was, but something was weird with that house. It was just like little stuff that was showing me there that I don't want to go back to it. So I want y'all to get out this city. If y'all can, out of this state, just go. Because it's been weird if you hear my stories. You already know I'm going to take you creepy route every time in my stories. So